Do you know that many popular diseases like cancer, hypertension, obesity, diabetes, heart diseases, they correlate with high levels of iron in your body? As you know, old people accumulate much more junk in their cells than young people. And one of this component is lipofuscin. It's aging pigment. Sometimes you see on the old people's bodies like brown spots. This is it. This lipofuscin almost cannot be degraded, and when it builds up more and more in your cells, it impedes very important cells functions. So after you will get a garbage catastrophe when nothing works well in the body. And iron is a key player in the formation of lipofuscin. It builds up in the cells, reacts with hydrogen peroxide and form lipofuscin. Lipofuscin decreases the autophagic capacity, cell self-cleaning. It's very important function. This leads to accumulation of damaged structures and proteins in the cells, exactly like in old people. So the less iron you have, the lower rate of lipofuscin formation. Lipofuscin and iron in it are huge sources of oxidants. Because of them, cells become senescent. And the more senescent cells you have, the higher oxidative stress is in your body. It causes the overabundance of damaging free radicals, and this is a prime characteristic of aging. In general, iron is very reactive. So that's why it damages lipids and other molecules and causes inflammations and arterial plaques. Also, iron tends to accumulate with age. The older you are, the more iron probably you have. As you know, men die more and earlier from heart diseases and cancer than women. Why? We have periods. We usually lose from 35 till 60 milliliters of blood every month. So in 1 year, it's around or more than one blood donation. And as you know, iron stores mostly in blood, so when we have periods, we lose iron. Studies prove that men and postmenopausal women have much higher chances to get coronary heart disease. Also, there was a study, Dutch study, on 11,000 postmenopausal women, and they had much higher ferritin than premenopausal women and higher chances to get ischemic events. Also, during iron overload, it's very easy to develop atherosclerosis. It's when arteries become clogged with arterial plugs. Similar situation is about cancer. Men have up to 4-fold higher risk to get cancer than premenopausal women. And also, cancer accidents increase with age, exactly like iron accumulates more and more with age. There was a study on 2 groups of people. For one, doctors did phlebotomy, bloodletting, and for other one, they did nothing. In 4 and 5 years, scientists had got a result. People who did bloodletting, they had 35% decreased rate of cancer and 60% decreased rate of death from cancer. In general, cancer always treats like it's a fate, but we can and we should take control of it. Unfortunately, high levels of iron are also implicated in brain diseases like Alzheimer's. What's happening in this case? Neurons in the brain become clogged with plugs, and this inhibits the functioning of neurons. Alzheimer's patients have high levels of iron in their brain. And another brain disease, Parkinson's, is also connected to iron overload. But not only these diseases are connected to iron overload. Frailty, aging, liver diseases, osteoporosis, and also very common diabetes and obesity. Obesity is characterized by insulin resistance, the inability of cells to respond properly to insulin. Insulin is a hormone secreted by pancreas, and it promotes the uptake of glucose from blood into cells all over the body, and also it prevents the release of fat from fat cells. When insulin resistance goes on long enough, type 2 diabetes easily can result. In obesity, iron levels increase and insulin sensitivity and adiponectin levels decline. As a result, excess calories then are shunted to fat cells. This is accompanied by inflammations and high oxidative stress. Also, we have very useful hormone hepcidin. It controls iron absorption, so it doesn't let body absorb a lot of iron. But when we eat refined carbohydrates, sugars, this food damage this helpful hormone hepcidin, and the iron uptake from food is increasing. So again, we have more oxidative stress and we become more fat. Important moment. In USA, all flour, so all products from it, including bread, also cereals, rice, cornmeals, are fortified with iron. It's required by law from 90s. I don't know the reason. Maybe government didn't have enough research and investigations about iron overload influence on people's bodies. But in general, big corporations are not interested about iron. They're not interested to put money in investigations about iron and iron influence on people because it will not bring them money, it will not make them rich. So be careful. Even if you're not in USA, read what are you buying. If the flour contains iron, throw it as far as you can and never touch it again. Maybe you think that iron overload is not possible? The problem is that normal value of ferritin is not normal. Weird, but only ferritin has acceptable value that spans more than a 10-fold range from low to high. Other lab tests have small range of normal value. Look. And look at ferritin. So the optimal range of ferritin for a good health with low chances of getting cancer or cardiovascular diseases or obesity, it's from 20 to 40 for women and from 50 to 70 for men. Yes, this is optimal range for a good health, not the range we see in the real world that based on people that are supposed to be healthy, but they are not. They have oncoming or hidden diseases. What we're talking about? Even in USA, more than 600,000 people die each year from heart diseases. It's 1 in every 4 deaths. That's it for today. In the next video, I will tell you about how to avoid iron overload and about some magic food that can decrease iron uptake up to 90%. That's amazing! I sincerely ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Send this information to people which you care about. Also, I have Instagram, where I post some information that didn't come out in the video, some healthy advices and life hacks. Link in the description. I hope you stay healthy, wealthy and strong. Bye!